they are to want to join your business. And we talked to a lot of people. You know, the pandemic's been gone. I know 2 full years. They have family reunions. They have big parties, Thanksgiving dinners, and everything. Opportunity to let people know we have business when we're around people. Let them know. Get brochure. Give them a brochure. Get their information. Try to deal right then, but they need to know you have a business. So now one of the things is being able to explain to a person how our business can benefit them. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share my screen, something that we can use, and the standard deduction has went up. It's went up drastically. It's went way up from 24,000. What's on my training screen here. I'm gonna revamp it and put the right numbers in there for 2024 because it's changing every year. 2025 is going up another $1,500. But see, that standard deduction can help a lot of people. With us being able to explain to them how this business can help them lower their taxable income, bring more money back into their household, and save hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Just so let me see here. All right. So right now we're at a part of the year that we can show a person about minimizing taxes. So we say just take a person making $75,000 a year, even if this person was making $30,000 a year, they still going to get the standard deduction. So the 24,000 standard deduction of married couple. Now that's about what it is for a single. But for a married couple, $24,000. But look what happens. They're going to give you the standard deduction on the 75,000. That's still going to leave you $51,000 to be taxed on. See, this is also a good reason why we want to keep good records. And using the system, using the business, if you look to the other side there, you see business expense. See, that business expense, the things that we commonly pay anyway, we gonna pay rent or mortgage. If your home is paid for, you pay property tax. You're gonna pay utilities. You're gonna pay for transportation. You're gonna pay for cell phone. You're gonna pay for taking care of your kids. So you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that anyway. So if you're gonna do that anyway, you might as well get the benefit of it. You may as well get the benefit of doing that. So now look at the taxable income. That person still owes $51,000 taxable income. So that's what they're going to tax them at. So that's roughly about 12%. They owe $6,120 in tax. They're going to withhold $9,000. Now with that $9,000, they still overpaid. See, that refund is what they overpaid in tax. So a big refund does not mean that that's good. See, big refund means big tax bill. And a lot of people don't understand that, but on the IRS website, they tell you this. But they know this too. Most people are not going to go there and read it. Most people are not going to go to irs.gov to look at it. I'm going to irs.gov because I've learned 6.5 years ago that success, they say books, see some books, do some reading, success lead clues. And we know that this country has had a tax system for about 150 years. If we look back at wars that they had, what was it over? Taxes. They had wars about taxes. Even the Civil War, it was about money. The South was keeping the money, and the North couldn't get none. So they had a fight. Don't let them trick you and tell you it was about slavery. No, it was about the money. Free labor. Y'all keeping too much of the money, ain't sharing none with us, so we want some. Then you look and you come on down through history, all the way up to us right now. Taxes. That is the biggest bill you have in your house. Sit down and go over all your taxes. You got the federal income tax, which is the biggest one. Then you got Medicare, you got FICA, you got Social Security tax, you got property tax, you got the right to live tax, you got the right to die tax, you got a tax on the dog, you got a tax on the tax, you got a tax on the money that you already been taxed on, so you can be taxed again on the money when you spend it at the store, called sales tax. Then they're gonna tax you again. So taxes is the biggest thing. But if we know how to minimize the taxes, now we playing the game right. And being able to explain that to a person. Because look at the other side. The person has the same job, but they incorporated a home-based business into their house. They're getting the same standard deduction. So that means for the first $24,000, they're not being taxed on the first $24,000. It's after the $24,000 that the taxes kick in. And we can find this information on the internet. I'll show you guys where you can go in there and look this stuff up. But see, the more you know and apply, the better you become at it. So now look at this person here. $20,000 is small. You don't believe me? $20,000 in business expenses for having a home-based business is small. Because most of us drive a vehicle. So the government's paying us 62.5 cents a mile. Business miles. So just think about that. 62.5 cents for business miles. The average person drives 20,000 miles a year. 85% of their miles are business miles. That's about $11,700 alone. And then just say you got your child at home, you can legally now pay your child $1,350. So just say if you $8,000 of that. They go $20,000 right there with just two of the expenses. We got access to up to $475. Using your own money. This right here is without even recruiting anybody. It's using strategy number 1, minimizing taxes, and strategy number 2, minimizing expenses. You got we like as we're gonna have to strategize ourselves to wealth. We will not sell ourselves to wealth. It take you a long time to do that. You have to sell a lot of stuff, but you can strategize yourself to wealth. So now look at the taxable income left. Instead of having 51,000 in taxable income, those 20,000 lowered it to 31,000. They owed less in taxes, got the same amount withheld, but they didn't overpay because they got their money through the year. By correcting their W-4, they were able to bring their money back into the household. And then they still got what we call a rebate check. They got a rebate. So they made about $6,000 with their business. See, that's why our business is so important, that we get out here and build this business. We share our business with other people. We just share opportunity, just share some knowledge with some folks. Is this making sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, understanding these tax brackets. And I know for sure, because I didn't know what the tax bracket was till I got into my econ. This right here. If you look up there, this is bank rate. And I type stuff in, I'm looking for what's going on. I want to know. I want to know. So you scroll down this thing, and it gives you information. So it takes you right here to this tax bracket. This is the 2023 tax bracket. This is the tax bracket that when you file your taxes in 2024, this is the tax bracket that they're going to use. Okay? So if you look at a single person, you see that 11,000 single person, 10%. But you think they're going to get the standard deduction. So they basically for up to about 20, 18, something like that they're getting tax free. Let's see if it's in here. Should be in here for us. See if that information is in here. Anything talk about inflation and everything. See, it adds in everything. You can go in here and find this information because it's on our page. I think it's over here. Let's see here. Just had it. IRS. So this is irs.gov. Okay, they give us all this information. You can go to irs.gov and look this good stuff up. You can find out about credits and deductions. See, we're in the financial arena. We're our company in the financial arena is a $1 trillion industry. And if you look, they're telling you here it's going to go up some more in 2025. And now next year, when next year starts, your standard deduction is going to increase. For a married couple, it's going to be $29,200 for a married couple. For a single taxpayer, a married individual filing separately, the standard deduction rises to $14,600. So remember, it showed us $11,000. So for the first $14,600, they're not paying any tax. Now, once that goes after that, they'll be in the 12% tax bracket. They got this thing set up. Even head of household. See what head of household is? Head of household is $21,900. Well, after $21,900, it's going to be. Let me see, and I think I got that in here. So let's look. Single person, it was $14,900 for 2024. They go to 11.6. They would have been paying 10%, so they're not going to be paying anything for the 14 to the 14.9. Standard deduction has exhausted. So look at that. So bam. Once they stop, they'll be 12%. They'll pay 12% on their tax dollar every paycheck. So 12% of their money they're giving away. So there's 12 cents on every dollar. They're giving away to federal. If it's a single person, they're making $50,000 a year, they're going to be at 22%. See, understanding this tax bracket, how these numbers work, how this thing work, and then explain that to a person. Show them their money. We remember that movie, Jerry Maguire. He said, show me the money. We want to be able to show people their money, how they're losing the money, and how we can help them gain it back. So if we can show them how we can help them bring their money back to them on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what do y'all think the statistics of them joining us in business?
$10.
It should be 10.
It should be.
So any questions? Anybody got any questions for me as we're going through this? Because I want to make sure you guys can go in here. I'm trying to figure out me a way how to do a PowerPoint, but I'm gonna make me a PowerPoint with this thing to be, do a training. But I still know how to go through here and do that with you guys and show you guys where you can go at and get this information. Welcome, Victoria. Welcome to the call.
Hello, how you doing?
Better than amazing. So now, as we're talking about building the business part, see, the money that your business makes, that's like tax-free money. Because they can't tax you on it because your business made money. And your business is taxed different from you. Every time. And then if you invest in the money, it's even taxed even different, more different than that. An investor pays between 0 and 15% on their money. And I just showed you for a single person working. But we're talking about a person that they ain't working. They investing. But they're taxed less because dollars are not taxed. And it's taxed when they try to draw it out. That's why you'll see a lot of wealthy people do this thing called wealth transfer. They pass the money down to the next generation. So the next generation, and they make sure the next generation understands to continue to pass the money down to the next generation and be tax-free. The family inherits the money, tax-free money. They even got gifts that you can give it, inheritance that you can give to your family that's tax-free. All you doing, look this stuff up. It's in IRS.gov.
So I just found out recently, well, yesterday, where if you inherit a home, the house is tax free.
Yes, it is. That's why you'll see them inherit stuff. You'll see them inherit the estate from grandma. Well, it's tax-free now because they inherited it. You see, our objective is to speed up. It's time for us to learn and apply. Because if you look around, and statistics don't lie, the numbers don't lie. And we can't be biased in our business. See, this is an American thing. This ain't a black thing. This ain't a white thing. This ain't a Spanish thing. This is an American thing. If you work and don't have financial education, you're going to pay the bill. It's only 2 taxes in America. 2 tax systems. One for employees, one for business owners. It's up to us to decide which one of them tax systems we want to be in. Y'all can type in chat which one you want to be in. And this Q&A, so you can unmute and voice your opinion. It's right, 1099. You can voice your opinion. That's what Sunday Dinner Table is about. It's that we can get on here and talk with each other and come up with a plan. We can get educated, because trust me, I don't know everything. But what I do know, I'm gonna share with y'all. Christmas is here. You're gonna buy some gifts. You might as well make it all year. Make them part of your business. You can't join me in business, then I can't help you. What do you mean? We can eat at the same table, spend all year with each other, but you can't join me in business. Your kids are old enough to come into business with you, put them into business. Sign them up. And then sit down and have family home business discussions, because the house should be ran like a business as well. We wouldn't talk these things growing up. We would talk work. And now let's look back. Everybody, I know everybody on this call, parents work, grandparents work, great grandparents work, great great grandparents work, and then look at where we're at. Like I told you, I've been for 30 years. I've been following the golden plan. No closer to living the American dream. Because look what happens. They taught us to spend. They didn't teach us to invest. They taught us to spend. Spend until it's all spent up. Every paycheck. Taxes gonna get theirs. Then after taxes get theirs, you're gonna get a bill collector's theirs. Then you're gonna spend some more because you gotta eat, you need gas, so you're gonna give them theirs. What do you got for you?
Whatever's left.
Which is if one third, and one third is gone, what's left?
None. None.
So most people are going to get either title loan or payday loan. They're going to get a loan from somewhere because I need a little extra. You already spent 100% of yours. So now you need to borrow another presentation. You need to borrow 16% to try to make ends meet. And then when we get to the point where we want to retire and the body say, I can't work no more, then guess what? Now we got to borrow from family. Or, I need to, or stay with the kids. Because we ain't got enough. And if we look at right now, the average person with Social Security right now get about $1,200 a month. We can't live off of $1,200 now. That's some people rent.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they put you in what they call housing, okay, you're gonna pay a portion of that out of your Social Security. You're gonna eat. Then you're gonna buy the rest of the medicine. So you on this thing what they call a fixed income. What inheritance do you have to leave for the family?
None. Nothing. Nothing.
Now I can show y'all my grandmother. She's living with my auntie now because she's 90 years old. My grandmother's 90 years old. She lived in what they call a project house. A place called Sheridan Plaza. My grandmother lived there for 45 years. 45 years. I was about 5 when she moved there. So just think about that. Now she can't live there no more. Who get the house? Anyone? Who get the house now?
Oh, she leave it to?
Can't leave it to nobody. It belongs to the state.
No.
So the house go back to the state. They're gonna put another family in it. So we're in a position right now. We're in the best position of our life right now. To position ourselves and our families before we leave this earth. We can put them in a position right now. And I'll show you guys. Just say right now, you started building your business. And say you built your business, and in a year's time, you got 500 people in your downline. 500 people at, we're going to say $10 a head every month. That's $5,000 residual income every month. That's not including all the sales and all that stuff. That's just the residual income. So $5,000 a month coming to you through your business. That's $60,000 a year. In 10 years, that's $600,000. So let's see what that looked like in 10 years or what you can do for your family. See, and this thing called putting the blinders on, trusting God. We said we trust God, it's time to trust. This is the time that we trust him. We should have put it on the word. He said if we take the first step, he's gonna do the rest. We just keep on stepping. So we go over to this thing here. Y'all know I like playing with the calculator. I like to show you the numbers. Yo, I'm gonna show you your money. We got the opportunity to do this. Say you're doing that $5,000 a month because you got 500 people in your downline. And you just put it in an investment account. You already living. We already living. We already taking care of everything right now with the money that we got. So we take this money and we put this money straight into an investment account. We let it go straight into the investment account. 12% interest. And we do that for years. I remember it was $60,000 a year. So that's $600,000. But this is what your $600,000 turned out to be. So your $600,000 over 10 years, over time, is $1.2 million. Can that bless the family? You know, can that bless the family?
Yes, it can.
And so they got medicine out here now. People living to 100, 120 years old. People living longer. That's why they got rid of this thing called pensions. Because people are living longer now. Doctors have gotten better. Science has gotten better. They even putting pigs for now. But just say you live another 30 years. You continue to build the business. But see, now your business building itself. See, that's $17.5 million in 30 years. Pretty look good. You the one that broke the generational curse. We ain't got to talk about poverty no more. The family stopped being in poverty when you start investing the $5,000. Now look at your My Econ business. You can sell your My Econ business because the person who buys it in 10 years, they're gonna make money off of it. Pass it down to the next generation, and the next generation, and the next generation. So we got what it takes. All we have to do is we get serious in this thing, plug in, come to the training, come to the meeting. Who better to teach us about how to build wealth than a 40-year head start on a lot of people right now, because we got Mr. Stokes for 43 years. We got 30 years. They're gonna show us how to do it. They're playing out to call income shifting. Call My Econ. My Econ's 18 years old. It's created several first-generation millionaires. I know quite a few of them in the company right now in this business that I've sat down at the table with. Terrence Hill, Spencer LeCapra, Keith Tucker. Let's just name a few. You know, June Collier, just to name a few. John Pettifordale. Robert Webster, my upline, who brought me into this years ago. So that the system works. My econ works. You just have to work the system like Christina say. Christina said it works if you work it. If you work it, it'll work. And see, my question I always ask everybody, what are you willing to give up? You look at this thing and say, hey, I can give up 3 hours a week. It don't take but at the most 5 minutes to copy and paste on Facebook. Just copy and paste. And then in our back office, everybody familiar with our automated marketing system and how it works?
Yeah, I am.
Or not, raise your hand. Let us know. We can go over it. And I can show you how to use the automated marketing system. So I'm going to go here. Let's share this screen here. Go back over to here. And there. So we're going to look at this thing and see how automated system, this how easy it is to share some stuff about your business online. You don't have to know what to say. You ain't got to try to come up with answers and none of that stuff. You got links in here, how to promote your business, send them a link. If you go in your back office, you promote yourself, more information. Well, I'm gonna show you something. They go direct, you got direct links, capture pages, and my share page. Go right here, business opportunity. You got a live, you can send them a live video that they can watch. Or you can send them the link to a recorded video. The recorded video is already recorded. They can go in there and watch it. These are your join now links. You send them a join now link, $9.95. Send them the link. It's up to them to want to join. They say they wanted to join. Okay? Well, let's go back out here and look at this thing. Social Media Center. You got curated content. All right? So let's say you got business opportunity, credit repair, travel, educational, motivational, testimonials, text posts, and scripts. Everything you need is already here. So we're gonna do an example right quick. So let's go here. We're gonna do a text post. I'm gonna text a post. We click here. It's gonna pull up posts. You got enough posts right here. You got 30 posts. That's a whole month. You can post one a day. Post one of these a day. Let me see. Let me go to number 6. See what number 6 says. So number 6 says, I'm super excited. I just launched a home-based business that will pay me weekly while I learn to improve my finances, become debt-free, fix my own credit, and learn investing. I'm leveling up this year. Who wants to come with me? This will be a good one for December, for January. Okay? So let's go back. We're gonna go back. I ain't want to go that far back, so let's click a little arrow. Curated content. I want to go to the text post. Let's look at number 1. Who needs credit repair but don't want to invest hundreds of thousands? Speak now. I'm blessing only 30 more people before midnight with my do-it-yourself program for, watch this. I'm gonna take this right here. Move this out of the way. And I'm gonna put $10. Now, if I did that, $10. Okay. Now watch this. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste. Copy this right here. Click on it. Copy. Take it to Facebook. Go over here. Get this. Paste. Bam. That's all I'm gonna do. Hit next. Scroll on down. I'll put it on my financial freedom page. And then I'm gonna post it. It's posted right there. Page. If I wanted to create me a reel, I can create a reel. This wouldn't have sound. You can do this with your phone if you want sound. But see, I want everybody on this call to be able to win. And see, we can win. You go down this thing, you make that post, and somebody say something on your post. Watch this. You go right here to scripts. You ain't got to try to figure out what to say. Go right here, DM keyword response. Copy and paste. Put your link there. Copy and paste. Thanks for showing interest in my post. I'm excited to provide you with more information about the incredible offer. Simply click the link below, enter your name and email, and gain exclusive access to all the details. Now, you got a link, and I'll show you where it's at. So you got a link. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to my promote. So when I go right here to promote, I click on promote. I click on capture pages. Business opportunity. Click on my business opportunity. Mine, I've already done mine. I use Bitly to shorten my link. But when they see my page, they're gonna see a picture of me. They got to put in their information. First name, email address, and their phone number. Boom. I go right here because I already got mine. I already shortened my link, but you got your link right here. You don't have to necessarily shorten your link. You just click this button right here to say copy. Copy the clipboard. You click that, go on your page, and then you take it. Remember where I showed you guys that, where you can put your link in there, send them that whole post. Real easy to do. See, that takes a lot of the fear of not knowing what to say, because you ain't got to worry about what to say. It's already said for you. Any questions, anyone, as we're going over this? Let me stop sharing. Or is this one?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. I want to make sure that it's helping you. I want to make sure that you get value out of it, because see, we have the opportunity to be good at what we're doing. Going in your back office, going in that back office, familiarizing yourself with your business, familiarizing yourself with what you got back there, because that's what you're going to learn. That's how I learned. My wife just tell me to come to bed. It'd be 3 o'clock in the morning. I still be up. Learning about my business. Going to, getting on these presentations, getting on Super Saturday. I still get on Super Saturday. I'm on every Super Saturday. For 6.5 years, every Super Saturday. Training. I'm on the training. If I miss a training, they got it recorded. I go back in the back office and look at the recording, take notes, write it down. Then apply it. Y'all won't believe when I first started in my econ, I did not know how to do a presentation. Not one. I had never done one, but I had listened to presentations that's been done, and I had a young lady that signed up with me, Crystal Mendoza. She called me up one day. She said she had a prospect. Could I do a 3-way call? Well, I couldn't say no. I said, yeah, I can do it. And I did the first one. That first day, me and Crystal did 20 presentations. On presentations like crazy. For a month straight, I was doing presentation. What was I doing? I was getting better. Then one day, Christina called me. Well, I brought Christina in. I brought Christina in through a young lady that I had brought in. Brought Christina in, up and say she needed a 3-way. So I got on the 3-way with her and Michael Franks. Brought Michael Franks in the business. Michael Franks brought Maurice. Maurice brought Candace. Victoria's on one of my presentations. But I learned how to do them by being present and applying. Letitia, you probably seen one of my presentations. That's probably how you came in.
Yes, Victoria brought me in.
Yeah. Victoria brought you because, see, y'all use the system. We told them to do. Don't try to explain this thing to them. Get them before someone who has doing it longer than you. I know what questions to ask them. I'm gonna ask them questions. I see, I'm gonna let them tell me everything. I had to learn what it means in the good book when it says slow to speak, quick to listen. I understood that. Listen to them, and then you apply what the court of law say. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. I said, okay. Get better at this thing. See, that's what we do. Make the mistake.